The Russian offensive on Pokrovsk is running out of steam, as their initiative in this sector fades due to disastrous manpower and equipment losses. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces are regrouping and counterattacking, gradually reclaiming positions seized by the Russians, who attempted to encircle Pokrovsk rather than attack it directly. Now the Ukrainian armed forces has reached the western outskirts of the village of Pishchan, south of Pokrovsk, based on new footage. A Max Pro reaches the most western outskirts before bogging down. It is likely there are no Russian troops in this village anymore after Ukrainian counterattacks in recent days. Russian mill blogger Anatoly Radov acknowledges the deteriorated situation near Pokrovsk for Russian forces. He reports that an initial Ukrainian attack was repelled, but Ukrainian forces launched another assault. He calls the situation chaotic, with heavy combat and a significant Ukrainian presence. And Ukraine recently recaptured Kotlin in the Pokrovsk direction, and there was a failed Russian attempt to storm the village. Fighters of the 425th Separate Assault Regiment Skala destroyed Russian equipment and troops with various means before they could even reach the settlement. For over a year, Russia has relentlessly tried to capture Pokrovsk, but their offensive has failed. Their troops suffer from severe manpower shortages, with waves of poorly trained soldiers sent into battle, only to be cut down by Ukrainian defenses. Equipment losses have been catastrophic, forcing them to rely on outdated or hastily repaired machines. Ukrainian forces, on the other hand, have adapted, using precision strikes, drone warfare, and counterattacks to grind down Russian advances. Instead of a swift breakthrough, Russia got stuck in a war of attrition, losing troops and resources without significant gains. Pokrovsk remains in Ukrainian hands. Russia's failure in Pokrovsk also comes down to poor strategy and logistics. Instead of a decisive assault, they spread their forces thin, attempting to encircle the city but lacking the strength to complete the maneuver. Drones of the 3rd Assault Brigade have once again turned Russian equipment into black ash. Kamaz, Ural, BMP-2, and a tank were burned along with their crews. As of January 2025, Ukraine's 3rd Assault Brigade has been actively engaged in operations in the Kharkiv region. On January 8th and 9th, the brigade successfully repelled Russian attacks, destroying 20 armored vehicles from Russia's 4th Tank Division. This defense was bolstered by anti-tank systems, preset mines, and FPV drones, forcing the enemy to retreat after multiple failed assault attempts. In November 2024, the brigade liberated the village of Kopanki in Kharkiv Oblast, capturing several Russian soldiers from the 1st Tank Army. The operation was a response to Russian forces attempting to breach Ukrainian lines in the area. Additionally, in December 2024, the brigade released an investigation exposing war crimes committed by Russian troops in the village of Nevske, Luhansk Oblast, highlighting ongoing challenges in the region. Horses already look regular in the Russian army. Camels seem like a technological breakthrough. Reindeer no longer sound impossible. Lieutenant Colonel A. Kuznetsov supplied the Dagestani Marines with combat donkeys, but he forgot to provide the donkeys with food and had to beg for it from volunteers.
The soldiers of the 177th Marine Regiment, thank you for this wonderful boat we received, as well as for the food for our combat comrade Yasha. They will help us on the front to defeat the enemy. We have all this now. Once again, we thank everyone. Thank you.
Everybody in the neighborhood actually hates Russia. At an MMA tournament in Almaty, the organizers refused to play the Russian national anthem before the fight between Russian fighter Muhammad Kalmykov and Kazakhstani athlete Azamat Bakitov. Silence filled the arena after announcing the Russian anthem. The music never played. However, when the Kazakhstani fighter entered the ring, the national anthem of Kazakhstan was played. This is the way.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, звучит гимн Российской Федерации.
Hurmatli xonimlar va mirzolar, Qozog'iston Respublikasining memleketlik әнұраны.
Russian Member of Parliament and former boxer Nikolai Valuev called Azerbaijani people Shobla Obla, best translated as gang of lowlifes, and claimed the Azeri diaspora in Russia were after power and criminal influence. Unsurprisingly, he was immediately declared persona non grata by Azerbaijan, joining two other MPs, Konstantin Zatulin and Vitaly Milonov, on the growing list of Russian politicians banned by Baku. Azerbaijan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs even remarked that, regretfully, all of these deputies who have acted against our country are members of Russia's ruling party, United Russia. The relations between the two countries have been cooling for a while, but this is starting to become an open confrontation, at the diplomatic level at least. The downing of an Azerbaijan Airlines plane by Russian air defenses near Grozny has opened the floodgates, and a lot of old grievances are coming back up. Soon, Russia will be no longer welcome anywhere in the Caucasus, and it's no one's fault but their own. The administration of US President Donald Trump plans to push European countries to purchase more American weapons for Ukraine. Reuters reports this with reference to its own sources. This is expected to improve Ukraine's position before possible peace talks with Russia. According to the media's sources, this is one of several ideas being discussed in the Trump administration to potentially continue supplying weapons to Kyiv without spending significant US budget funds. It is noted that the plan of the US presidential administration will provide some reassurance to Ukrainian leaders who fear that Trump may block further assistance. US officials, including Keith Kellogg, Trump's special representative for Ukraine and Russia, are expected to discuss possible arms purchases with European allies during this week's Munich Security Conference. At the same time, Kellogg himself refused to confirm such a plan to Reuters, saying that the United States always likes to sell weapons made in America because it strengthens our economy. There are many options. Everything is in play now, he told the agency, and added that supplies of military aid previously approved by former President Joe Biden are still arriving in Ukraine.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.